Hello people, this is Eitan and today I'm gonna make a pro and cons review on the Benchmade Contego, which is one of the tactical series or tactical families of folding knives and fixed blade of Benchmade. This knife is weighs around the 5.96 ounces, which is 170 grams. It have a 4mm thickness M4 steel blade, which M4 is a very good wear resistance and tough steel. It's prone it's sensitive to moisture and corrosion, but other than that it's a-okay. Hardened around to 62-64 hardness Rockwell as they declare. By the way, 4mm, who wants it in inches, is 0.16 if I'm not mistaken. The blade length is almost 4 inches, which is 10 centimeters approximately. We have over here G10 scales running on stainless steel liners and stainless steel backspacer. Lots of jimping, thumb stud, axis lock, and a glass breaker over here. This baby cost around $200 on Amazon. This black. So let's talk about the pros and the cons. So the pros, let's start with the blade. The blade is coated white. It's a pro because the blade is tend to be corrosion. One of the biggest advantage of the M4 is to have a very high wear resistance combined with toughness. It reminds a bit of CPM 3V, but 3Vs tend to be more tough than wear resistant. This one is tend to be more wear resistant and tough. I think, I don't know, they have all those diagrams that you need to compare them, but I tend not to relate them because it's very relative to how you treat it. But never mind, I'm carrying the way over here. So this is a major advantage, this blade steel, and you don't see it often. On Benchmade you do see it, on other companies not so, and I think it should be more adapted. The grind is very accurate, it's very good. We have over here a very it's not like a box cutter, but it's 4mm thickness, but the grind is very high, so you get a very good angle. It works well for me. You have over here a swedge. The design reminds a bit those SOG knives, you have over here a reinforced tip, which is also advantage, and as again I said, the steel is very tough. The blade is versatile. You have over here this curved portion and the straight portion. You can play with it to cut it however you want, push cut, drop cuts, you want skinning, stuff like that. You have a sharpening choil, which would be very nice if it hadn't had this thumb stud over here in the way, but it's okay, it's an advantage because they gave you the option and you can take it apart. The handle is very ergonomic. You have over here a very big sort of I don't know if call it a choil or design that put your fingers here with gloves, without gloves. Your hands are in place. You have over here the jimping. They are very secure, even too much secure. I'll get to that later. You have over here a window breaker, a glass breaker, which is very nice addition, and it's not sharp. It can make a hole in your pants, but it's not stab you. And we have a deep carry pocket clip, which is reversible over here. This knife is ambidextrous because this is how Benchmade made their knives. I forgot to make a size comparison, so let's do it now real quick. We have over here it near the Delica. We have over here it near the Andorra. Okay, as you see, it's a big knife. We have over here near the Manix. Okay, this is regular Manix. We have over here near the ZT0562. Also, see the size in the blade, and we have it here near closed Leatherman Charge. See. So it's a big knife for, as I said, the tactical users. Now let's go to the disadvantage. The disadvantage, okay, we have over here this very annoying thumb stud. It's in the slicing path. Okay, the blade is long enough. Okay, so if I ignore that, it's very problematic to sharpen with it thing on. You need to remove it and then sharpen your knife. Unless, I don't know, what you do is if you use it diagonally, but I really don't recommend you to do that. Just remove it and sharpen it properly. The handle has a very aggressive texture, which is good for one thing because it's supposed to be in your hand and tactical, etc. But on the other hand, they put over here a very aggressive jimping, so aggressive. Look at that. it digs into your flesh. When you do push cuts, especially on a hard material like wood, I wanted to peel a piece of wood, and I need to take a break every time and I didn't work with gloves. And I know that people can tell me, and some people remarked me on the Benchmade Adamas review, but this knife's supposed to be with gloves. Maybe, but if you sell it on the market, so maybe you should fit it to as more customers as you want, because if you tell this knife only can be used in gloves, I don't know, just mention it or something like that. So this jimping is a bit annoying. If you try it, if you haven't go try, do a couple of push cuts and you see how it digs inside. Even if you have very thin gloves, it will also go inside, so it's not that nice. The clip also on this texture of the G10 can shred your pocket, so take it under consideration. So we said the pros, we said the cons. Let's take a look at the final conclusion or bottom line. So as materials, this knife is made from high quality materials, standard to high quality. We have G10, which is standard steel, which is standard as for liners, and we have M4 steel for blade, which is excellent, and I hope more manufacturers will use this very good steel for folding and fixed blade knives. I like it a lot. The design, well, it's supposed to be what they call the first responder or tactical knife. So we have a big knife over here with a big slicing portion, which is very good. I'm very impressed with this knife. I like it. It sits right in the hand. It can fit anyone, okay? It can fit, but it can do a lot of hard use jobs for a folder. I mean, if you have really hard use job, use a fixed blade. If you need to open a steel door, even a wooden door in the middle of emergency, take an axe, okay? And don't try to open it with a folder unless you don't have anything else in your hand. Okay, so it fits it what is declared to do. You can operate it with both hands and stuff, left and right. The assembly, fit and finish is okay. It's really okay. Only one issue is I had to smoothen the edges here, so they made it a bit sharp, and I think I'll smooth it here. I didn't decide it yet, so it need to be taken whoever, but I'll get it to the conclusion. So the fit and finish is fine. I know that some people have criticism on Benchmade on their fit and finish, but for this knife I don't have any complaints beside this part of that I need to smoothen this those edges. This part is part of the design, so I can't complain it because it's a fit and finish issue, because it's not. So whoever I recommend it or what, this is a $200 knife. You have a lot of competition in this area of price. Most of them are the ZT, okay? Hard use folders with high-end steel. Now I see a sort of an advantage on this knife, two stuff. First of all, so you have a more advanced locking mechanism, the axis lock. For my opinion, it's safer than the frame lock. You don't do anything that's supposed that this one will fail on you, but if you want to see what is more than the other, this one is more than this one. This is how it is. The other thing, most of the ZTs come with S35VN or 20CV or stuff like that. I think the M4 will less prone to, you know what, I'll take it back. And you don't supposed to put those kind of efforts on a folding knife, so that you might see the difference or break the blade, to take the M4 to the end of its limits. I don't think so. But anyway, it's a big knife. If you like the design, you can take it. If you work with your bare hands, I think you should reconsider of purchasing this one, because and you can take a ZT or something like that, because this stuff is really annoying. If you don't have any issues, or you don't, I don't know, if you're working with gloves, so this can be a very nice option to consider between the varieties you have out there and $200 prices. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed this review and it contributed to someone, and have a great day.